Good morning, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to Ibiza. I am happy that we can have another stream. I'll kill the audio, the music. Hold on. Forgot there's one more song to play. We don't need that right now. Welcome, everybody. We've got Chris, Arkan, Kevin, Mac, Paul, Steiner, and Uncle John all with us. Arkan looks dashing. He gave himself a haircut. You guys must check him. He's in teenage mode, he says, and we all love him to bits. Arkan.
Sir,
Yes, sir. Now, I believe you want to lead the stream today, you said.
no problem, sir. Go ahead.
Okay. All right. We'll call you when we need you. Otherwise, you just jump in as usual. All right.
Okay, sir.
You know what to do.
I'm so sad. I am so sad. I can't speak
Why?
today. I am in a teenager, man, because of my haircut, sir.
Don't worry,
I'm
Arkan.
so sad, really.
Don't worry, Arkan. It will grow back. It will grow back. Um,
I
talk,
hope.
talking of which, I gave
If it
my
is not,
yeah
I am going to take some from Paul.
from Paul. Okay, I'm sure Paul will be, happy to share.
No problem.
Of course, he is happy.
Good. Listen, just as a matter of interest, side note, I actually gave my son a haircut 2 weeks ago, and I was so proud of myself. I'm not arty or anything. I haven't done it in my life. I just put the clipper on the right setting, and I just went, and it actually looked very nice. Hmm. So I can help you next time. You don't have to do it yourself. Okay. Right. Anyway, on that note, let's move on to business. Let's get our planning on screen here. Right. Madrid Barajas is one of those airports that notoriously gets the wrong the wrong runways from SimBrief. And one of the things we really have to do here is a little bit of homework to see which runways will be active. So the wind favors a 3-6 direction. Hakan, have you looked at the actual runway that you want to use?
Let me tell you, sir. 3 to left or 3 to right, but 3 to left will be better for us.
Yes, 3-2 left. Absolutely. All right. So if you look at the actual airport diagram here, guys, you'll see to land on 3-6 left and right, you actually have to come over terminals. It's dangerous. So they don't actually do that in the real world, which is why you land on 3-2 left and right. And if you go through all the documentation, it actually gives you a proper description. We're not going to go through all that. It's not a training session supposed to be. But you guys need to be on the lookout for things like that. So we're going to take 3 to left, and we're taking 06 for takeoff, Hakan?
Right, sir, right.
Okay.
Those values from some brief, the way they are.
Yes, Steiner, what did they say? Also 32 or 36 this time?
No, 32 left, landing and
Okay.
takeoff.
All right, okay, so today they had it right. I had a guy on stream once. I was teaching him, and he got his details from SimBrief. Man, was he upset when he found out that you can't land on 3-6. He was so upset. But anyway, he didn't use good language, so we can't repeat it. Right, so 06 our departure. That one.
Just put a cigar in your mouth and then you can repeat it.
It was something like that. uh, two D or a 2J? Gonna read, see what it says to us.
Only 4 minutes left to execute Ryanair's ACARS.
Right, let me start my one as well then, same time, Markan. Tell me when you start yours, then I'll start mine as well. Alright, so this is 3 to left and right. Do not leave the clearance. Okay, that's fine. So this is an option. It's D. And J. What's the difference with J? Seems that's for a different time. I'm just reading quickly. If I miss something, I'm not going to cry about it, but it looks like that could be just a time issue. So you use different approaches for different times. No, this one says the same. Hang on, no, I didn't change it. Hold on, my bad. Yeah, this one doesn't have a time restriction. Okay, so we'll use this one then.
Ladies and gentlemen, passenger Escobar is not available today. We are really good.
Okay. He might be on my flight, Arkan. He might be. Yeah, I heard rumors.
Without telling me, did you take him to your airplane, sir?
Without telling you, how am I gonna do that? How can I can't tell you? I can't tell you. We'll find out in the air together. Okay. Oh, you know what I didn't say is my departure. Right. Okay. So I'm going to transfer this route then into some Toolkit Pro, and I need to export this one. Right, guys, even if you want to fly with us, we will be live on Matsim, so you guys are more than welcome to join us. And this is a Ryanair virtual flight. I'm going to give it my own call sign because it seems the Ryanair website is stuck. It's been giving 9900 as a flight number to me for the last 2 weeks already. I don't know what's happening there.
You can start your ACARS.
Thanks, Hakan.
Hakan.
Sir?
A cars.
Okay, ACARS.
Thank you, sir.
I thank you, sir.
Okay, we'll leave the altitude as auto because we didn't get one from the company. El Babino, cheese and wine. Man, you know what? One day I'm going to come and visit you for that. We're going to watch Hakan stream while we eat cheese and wine together. Good morning, Finn. Villa 2D Epson ILSC. Hello, Rick. Good morning. Right, I'm gonna pre-file this on VATSIM then quickly. And then I'm going to start this flight in some Toolkit Pro, and I'm going to also connect my VATSIM client. So we're going to use Swift today. I'm in Explain 1141, so for that reason we are using Swift. Let's clean this aircraft for a minute, just before we call the backs. GPU connect. We're not going to use pushback today. All the doors are okay. We are fine. I see Swift has an update. I'm going to skip that like a stop street this morning. Aeon Musician, good morning. Oh, Philip.
Good morning, sir.
That's Philip. That's Philip. Hello, Philip.
Yes, good morning, Philip.
Yeah. Right, so
Just to preempt any possible comments, there may well be a very small porpoise in cruise. It is being looked at and will be resolved in the near future.
yeah, it seems to be more prevalent when you've got a tailwind than when you've got a headwind. So far I've only had one single person have it or tell me about it with a headwind. Everybody else says it's tailwind. So I did speak to Zibo about it. He is investigating, so just hang tight. What you can do is you can clear your weather, or you can actually follow the FCOM suggestion, and you can disconnect your auto throttle, and you can go to CWS. That's the FCOM procedure from Boeing to ride the bit of turbulence out. You can also use altitude hold. That seems to take it away as well. This is new. I haven't had this before.
It's very, very gentle anyway.
Anti-skid inoperative. Okay, new. Very nice. Let's see. Yeah, it's very gentle. It's like a 20, 40 feet up down scenario. But some person actually said to me yesterday it's gonna make him nauseous. He can't handle it. So if it happens to you, just do what you have to do. Alright, okay, here is another issue, guys, that has crept up since yesterday. I'm glad it's happening right now. So it's going to force me to use my APU. You see, you can connect your ground power, but it kicks it off immediately. This is apparently a SAM issue. If you guys are on the latest version of SAM, the ground power connection for some reason is messed up. Took us a while to figure that out, but that seems to be the most logical answer. So
Nico,
yeah.
Sheepy waiting for schematics FPO.
Thanks, Arkan. Thanks, Arkan. All right. So, unfortunately, or fortunately, whatever, we have a different way of doing things. We're going to use our APU today before the battery runs down. Interesting. I did not have this in the Vulkan version, by the way. But I did not update the Vulkan version to the latest SAM, so that's obviously the answer there. Very interesting. I just want to wait for it to kick in there. Hello, CP.
Good morning, everyone. Hey, Summit.
Morning, Tim. You're a little bit Tim.
Soft.
Soft. Okay. See if I can change it.
Ready for pushing it, go.
Okay, well, I need 20 minutes, so you're welcome to go if you can't wait any longer.
Wait, no problem.
The more I look at these new steps, the more I like them, eh? Really cool. Right, so there we've got 1, 2. I can discern 2 pilots here with us on VATSIM, 3 on that side as well. Awesome. This is wonderful.
Okay.
Yes, sir.
You're reminding me of a convict at the moment.
Don't say that, man. That's nasty. He's just in the army.
No, it's a convict.
Right.
Convict.
Okay. You can make fun with me, no problem, sir.
Hakan,
Yes, sir.
when we go and drink coffee, we won't put sugar in his. Don't worry. We'll get him.
Okay, sir.
Somehow we'll get him.
Okay, sir. But finally, these hairs will be longer.
Yeah, then, when we meet you, yes.
But we do love you, Arkin.
But we've still got the dashers, not the blocks.
Yeah. Lovely.
Light slow. Pull up. Wind shear. Wind shear. Wind shear. In up. Think rate. Think rate. Terrain.
Ladies and gentlemen, my taxi will start in 9
Don't
minutes.
sink. Don't sink. Too low. Terrain. Too low.
Good, Hakan.
Gear. Too low. Flat. Too low. Terrain. Light slow. Bank angle. Bank angle. Approaching minimum. 2,500. 1,000. 500. 400. 300. 200. 100. 50. 40. 30. 20.
Can you hear me?
Wind
Now,
shear.
yes.
Wind shear. Wind shear. Too low. Terrain.
Broadcasting in Ibiza, sir.
Terrain ahead.
Wind variable at
Terrain
14
ahead.
knots.
Okay, sorry. I thought you were broadcasting on Unicom. That's why I said no. Sorry, go ahead.
Ahead. Pull up.
Variable wind direction from 350 to 050. Visibility 10 plus. Clouds few at 2000 feet, scattered at 2700 feet. Temperature 21 degrees centigrade. Dew point 14, but this is not necessary for us.
Awesome. Thank you, Hakan. Right, so I see we are given a step climb, and the reason is in the one area the semicircle rule works east to west, and in the other one it works north to south. So interesting. We're just gonna fly 310, and if ATC mines will accommodate them.
I didn't get any steps.
I left the altitude as auto when I sent the data to SimBrief, so they in their wisdom gave it back that way.
Yes, so did I.
Yeah, interesting.
What stands are you guys on?
14.
16.
11. 19B.
I'll go and do the 35.
Perfect.
Captain has turned on the fasten seatbelt sign. We do ask that all passengers take your seat at this time and please fasten your seatbelt. Just as a reminder, we cannot leave the gate until carrying items are properly put away. All overhead bins are closed and all passengers are seated.
Ladies and gentlemen, last 3 minutes.
Awesome. I'm on my last 4 minutes. Good morning, Dennis. Welcome. Stefan, good morning. Good morning. Welcome.
I am in. I'm the guy in the FedEx somewhere in front of you.
Yeah, I saw FedEx there. Right, guys, as a matter of interest, this knob is not working on COM2. It's only counting up, not allowing you to count down. So just bear that in mind as well, please. Yeah, I've got FedEx inside. 128.
Yes, that's me.
Which knob is that, Nico?
COM2 radio. When you try and set the decimals, they cannot count down, only up.
Ladies and gentlemen, last 1 minute.
Ibiza traffic, this is Ryanair 982, ready to taxi to runway 06.
Yeah, we hear you.
Yeah, that's a bit of news. That. That's a definite
Aye,
vote
aye.
that Nico.
Yep. And the light switch is also the data ref for that one. Stefan,
Good bond.
sorry?
mind you. Good bond.
Yeah, it wasn't me. Peter found it. He sent the detail to me later. I just tested it. He sent it to me yesterday. Sorry, late last night.
Right.
Yeah, it's not something I really play with, so I wouldn't have found it until a long time from now. I actually need to just check my checklist, you know, put stuff like that in there. You know, there's some basic things I don't even think of testing. I mean, who thought that would break? But anyway, that. Stefan, the data from the top of my screen is an overlay for the broadcasting. It's not part of Explain. You can't see it in Explain. So if you are broadcasting, it's something that you pull into your OBS basically to read via, I think it runs off XP UIPC to get the information then. And you've got a little controller, I'll show you, where you set up everything. display capture. There you go. This is what the little controller looks like. So you put in all the information, and then it obviously interacts with the simulator and then gives you the information at the top. Right, so I've gone over my 20 minutes as well. I started the timer late, but I know we've gone over 20 minutes. Anybody else want me to wait a little bit around, or can I go?
Ready to go, Nico.
Okay, so pick
I'm
up.
also ready to go, Nick.
All right.
Ibiza traffic, Ryanair 7527 at stand 11, taxi to runway 06.
Good morning, Bitrip. Welcome.
All right, we've got everyone strapped in. Give us a ring if you need anything.
Starting engine 2. Ricardo, good morning. Welcome.
Forward boarding door has been closed. Once again, all passengers remain seated at this time. Please double check the security of your seatbelt. All electronic devices will need to be turned off and put away at this time. This does include all cellular phone situations. Flight attendants, please prepare your doors for departure and contact.
Flight Sim SA, good morning. Welcome. Guys, I've just updated the description below the stream. If you go to show more, just to put the flight plan in there. If anybody else wants to join us on VATSIM, or you want to recreate the flight later, I've put the information in there. I'm using flight level 310 because you've got two airspaces to contend with. The first one works, the semicircular rule works east to west, and the next one works north to south. So we basically have to do a step climb. I'm not sure if VATSIM actually simulates it to that level, but it is part of the plan. So just be wary of it, that you do take note of it. And anyway, it's in there, so if you refresh the stream and go to show more, you'll see the flight plan as well. Right, so we are happy.
Stefan, that information at the top of Nico's stream is part of his streaming software. It's not something that you can put into your own flight for your own use whilst flying. I hope that helps.
Yeah, exactly. Right, so let's quickly check. We've got volts and amps. We've got a 10 knot wind registered there. Let's have a look. See 0 to 8 at 10 knots. Okay, come slightly from the left there. I'm going to put on my elapsed timer map. Right, something like that.
Kevin, you can take number 1, sir, with the first taxiway turn.
Roger that, I can now do that.
Ibiza traffic, Ryanair 810 stand 14. We are taxiing to runway 06.
Ibiza traffic, FedEx 128, pushing back at runway, ramp 35 for runway 06.
Need to remove the jocks, I suppose, eh? That would help.
Ibiza traffic, Ryanair 527, line up and take off from Easy Crossing.
It's so nice when we can hear each other talk. We don't have to text.
The traffic lining up Ryanair 982.
Enjoy the flight, Kevin.
Thanks, Nico.
Safe flight, gents.
Thanks, Uncle John.
Thank you.
Same to you if you're flying offline as well.
Okay, the cabin is secured. Have a good flight.
Lovely views out the window.
Awesome.
Ibiza traffic, FedEx 128 taxi to runway 6 by Charlie.
Good morning, Krister. Welcome, welcome.
Good morning, Krista.
Right, Arkan, I'm behind you.
I'm waiting for separation time, sir.
Yeah, good choice, good choice.
One minute more.
Good morning, Ora. Good morning.
Ibiza traffic rolling out from runway 06, Ryanair 982.
Krister, all good, buddy, all good. And if you're flying in that weather, be safe and just be careful. If you are sitting cozy, then stay there. Right, I'm not going to taxi onto the runway because I'm not sure if any other traffic is inbound, so we'll give it 3 minutes and then we'll go. So while we're waiting, why don't we set this up? Excellent, Christer. You must enjoy that flight as well. Airport. Leroy, good morning. This is RC 2.0. Yes, good morning. Gear down and lock. Yes, definitely.
Airborne, Nico.
Alright, cool. Let me check my timer. I said 3 minutes, 30 seconds remaining. Then I'm gonna scoot as well. Right, so that's on that. I'll put it back to map. Ibiza traffic, Ryanair 810 taking off runway 06 on the straight out departure, turning onto the left for the X-ray Oscar Sierra Tango 3 Foxtrot departure. Glad I wrote that down.
Ibiza traffic, 20247, push back for runways, traffic.
Approaching 06. On runway 06.
Nice wind to play with, tell you that.
$400. $1,000.
Oh, thanks, Uncle John.
The traffic, FedEx 128 taking active, runway 06. Visa traffic, FedEx 128 taking runway 06.
That separation is going to be a little bit tight. Gonna have to slow down at some point. Dude, welcome. Thanks for the subscription.
There's a traffic, 20247, into runway 6.
Always nice to see the traffic blimps there on the degas. That's obviously a Hakan.
Please don't be shy, gents. If you've got any questions for Nico, fire them up.
Thank you, Uncle John. To enjoy the view of the island as we depart here.
Traffic, 20247, departing runway 16, traffic.
Nico, you have a question?
Christer, it's not the batteries, it's the GPU. The ground power does not work because of the new SAM update. If you go back to the previous version, you'll be fine. So, either SAM or Zibo needs to update. I'm not sure which one, but I'm sure between them they can work out something. Thank you, Arkan.
Question about clouds, Nico.
Oh yeah, there's another one. Dude, I'm using Active Sky Performance Clouds. It comes with Active Sky, so I install Xvision with the Vivid preset first, and when that's done, I just run the Active Sky and I add the Performance Clouds. Steve, you should be able to make a direct copy, yes. Just make sure it's the alpha version. It needs to be the alpha version. The beta that's on the website is no good. There was a different beta. They removed it because of issues and left us with the alpha. So if that's your version of the latest version, then it should be fine.
Could it be that the stream is freezing?
Nope, Control F5. I don't have any error messages here. Torsten, it actually says that it's I've got a green light. I'm posting at 30 frames per second. Then it must be a YouTube thing, guys. My Ingress server is not reporting any issues with my stream. I've got all green lights.
Yeah, it's running again. Just froze for a couple of seconds.
Weird. Sorry, guys.
Good to see all the flights on STKP, Nico.
Yeah. You're welcome, Dudu. You're welcome.
I count 8 of you.
Uncle John, you broke up very badly there. You cannot what?
I counted 8 of you.
Okay, thank you.
If there are any newbies on stream today and they're interested in the Zibo, please follow Nico's installation instructions to the letter if you want a trouble-free aircraft.
Yeah, guys, that's very important. Don't let an ego block you from enjoying this aircraft the way it should be. We've had so many guys with ego blocks in the last 2 or 3 weeks that just don't want to listen. It's not worth it, I promise you. You're going to get fed up with the aircraft, you're going to badmouth it, you're going to walk away, and you'll never experience the thrill of flying this thing properly if you didn't install and calibrate it properly. The Zibo guide that I wrote took me 2 years to get it to where it is now. I know every inch and everything about this aircraft. Yeah, go on.
Ladies and gentlemen, Uncle John also gives some points for landings for today. You need to watch this beautiful streaming as well. For between Nico and I.
Without trying to complicate the issue, you have to understand, this is aimed at the newbies. The Zibo is not an aircraft, it is a plug-in, and it's all been built around the default 737, and until it's completed and finished, and eventually it will come out as an aircraft that you can add to your livery. It is a plug-in, which is the reason why you have to follow the installation instructions to the letter. Please bear that in mind.
Thousand to go.
I'm looking at the thumbs up. We've got 8 at the moment, and we've also got 39 people watching on this particular stream on YouTube. Let's get those thumbs up if you're liking what you see.
Oh, that's one gone. Mine's just crashed.
That's not nice.
Thanks for those thumbs up, guys. Looking good.
What happened, Mac?
I didn't know. Just...
Good morning, Will.
Good morning, Will.
Ex-pilot again.
Damn it. That's not good. Are you on the Alpha?
I haven't even got it running. It's just
The plugin that's there.
That, yeah.
Wow. Get rid of it. Get rid of it quick.
One 1.302 on my map. What's the latest Alpha one?
Oh, I don't know. I'll have to go and check. Really don't know offhand. Thanks for the testimony there, Krister. It means a lot.
Running the latest beta version.
Try the alpha.
I've just put up a link for Nico's private hangar, apologies, where you'll find loads and loads and loads of good stuff. Go in there, it's all free to download, including his installation guide. So newbies, please take note. Grab that link.
Yeah, Uncle John, it won't allow you to post the links. I just noticed that. So the link is in the description below the video, Uncle John. They must just click on show more and then follow the link. It's right there.
Hope you took note of that, guys.
By the way, the porpoising has started again, and I've got a 7 knot headwind, Mac.
Yeah, it's doing exactly the
Oh,
same for me.
yeah, you've got quite one today, haven't you?
Yeah. So...
Right. Can I mean, I don't know how much you want to do investigation, Nick. Could you try pulling your airspeed back to 7.7 or...
Yeah, let me just get control. I wasn't even close. Hold on, Mac. I wasn't even close. And when I went to CWS, it started climbing. It's not supposed to do that either. It's supposed to go straight. So I just want to get control over the aircraft back, and then we can start doing all kinds of tests and things quickly.
Yeah. Yeah, it will climb a little bit.
Yeah, but it's not supposed to skyrocket. It's not supposed to climb.
No. Ah. If you got out, hold on. You still got the nav engaged.
Yeah.
Not moving nav.
Yeah.
Yeah. If you go to CWS, not with the nav hold, stick out, hold on.
Yeah, there you go. It's better now, so we need to just make sure it stays there. It's still climbing a little bit, which is not really right. Let's go to the pilot on it.
Mine is descending constantly.
Bear in mind, gents, with this problem, all they're doing is putting a plaster on, but it will get resolved.
Yeah. Yeah, Steve, Zibo's aware of it. We did speak about it, him and me. He is investigating. In real world, there are certain procedures like what we're doing now. So currently when we are here, we're supposed to go to CWS instead of Command A. Mac reminded me I have to have altitude hold on. You see, now this is the real world procedure, and it works in the aircraft the way we read it from the FCOM. But the problem is not everybody knows it, and even I made the mistake now of not enabling alt hold. So if you fly in a real aircraft and you get to turbulence, this is the procedure the guys would use. You know, they go altitude hold, CWS, and there you go. We're at speed now, so everything is fine.
You can do two things. You can either do out hold or speed hold, and then you ride the gust, because it adjusts height to keep maintaining speed.
Yeah, that's true. So anyway, okay, so Zibo is aware of this. He will investigate. He started yesterday. In actual fact, I watched him start the investigation as well. So he'll get back to us when he's got answers, because this is clearly also, I want to make it very clear, this is weather influenced. This is not just something that happens. If you reset your weather, it will stop doing it until such time as you actually get an update, and then it just starts again. So bear that in mind as well. It is weather influenced.
Yeah, but it's still the reaction of the aircraft
to the weather. Correct. Once the weather is gone, the aircraft will operate normal again. So in that interaction between the aircraft and the weather, there needs to be a fix sometime. Anyway, we're almost at the top of descent. I've been sitting here looking at other things. Let me start preparing for the descent here quickly.
Nice to see all those thumbs up. Thanks, gents.
Yeah, that's awesome. Thank you.
Are you going to join group flight, Nico?
That's the plan.
Good. What do you think about taking buses?
It's supposed to be a Zibo group flight. That's the only problem. Kishore, I'm not type rated on this aircraft in the real world as a 737 pilot. I do get my instruction from real world pilots as well as Zibo. And I have in the flight sim probably around 10,000 hours on the model. So I know my way around very, very, very extremely well. Didi, you're welcome for the link. You guys must use what you can. You know, there's a lot of information in there. We had to remove a whole bunch of information where we couldn't share actual Boeing information with you, unfortunately. So you guys just have to go and hunt for more Boeing related stuff. They don't like us sharing stuff. So the official stuff is not there, but all the simulated stuff that is derived from the official stuff will be in the links. I have not flown into Bogota recently. I have in the past. I have not flown into Haiti for some unknown reason. I haven't done that yet. So anyway, let's quickly look. See, I'm again looking at the wrong page. Let's have a look. See, what is our descent supposed to be? 4,000. So let's go. Intercept on the final approach fix is 4,000. There you go. 4,000. Our minimums, we are definitely going to be a class D today, so it's do 1, 2, 4. What did I say? Do 1, 2, 4. And according to our meter, we have 1018. Right, so that's all set up. Then we're going to just refer to our course value 323. 323, 323, correct. We're ILS frequency. Why is this FPS weird? Okay, it goes up and down. That's one thing about Vulcan, it's much more stable, guys. Wow, this B9 has really brought lots of stability to the FPS. Lots of FPS, very stable. Right, so, first of all, let's look at a VOR situation. Do we have a VOR? 11645. And a 99. What was your problem with the GPWS? I did run the test earlier in the stream to check it and it worked perfectly, so I'm not sure if you can maybe elaborate a little bit more. Marcos, hello. Right, let's go back to VNAV. Even if it porpoises, we don't care. There's your slowdown, Mac.
Thank you. Yeah, if it's working. Yeah, see, it's only coming back. It's not doing what it did for me that day.
Okay.
Flight level 140 and Kevin is behind me.
Gotcha, Dream Flight. No, I cannot recall having that. I would have noticed that. And to be honest with you, I never had the opportunity to fly RC14. Zibo was too quick on me with the next release for 2.0. So I don't know what happened in RC14 at all. I would just suggest upgrade to 2.8, try again, because I can't recall having it this morning at all. Dream Virtual Flight, the other thing that you really need to do if you are not doing it is just start the flight with your Charlie 172. Wait until your hard drive light stops spinning. In other words, explain the aircraft, all the environmental variables, all the add-ons, plugins, everything is finished loading, then load the Zibo just to make sure for the test that all the scripts actually load properly. Once you've done that, then let me know. You see, yeah, it is very possible. Because I didn't hear it at all as far as I can remember. Yeah, I'll have to go and plan it myself to see what's up. I do have the latest Navigraph and everything, but usually it doesn't do things like that, so I'll have to investigate. I can't really comment on IET and that at this moment. Marcos, that sounds excellent. Hope you enjoy the flight. Guys, for those of you that want to join us, we do have a actual group flight, an advertised group flight at 1200 Zulu, which will be in the UK. Let me see if I can find the information for you here quickly. I see the guys are...
It was Heathrow to Edinburgh or something like that.
Yeah, got it, yeah. So this is from Discord. I'm just going to copy and paste it. There's your invitation if you want to join us on the group flight. It will be a two-stage flight. So the first leg is Gatwick to Edinburgh, it seems. And the second one is then to EGPE, whatever that is. Didn't search it for you just now. So if you guys want to join us later, feel free.
It's Inverness.
Inverness, thank you so much. Chris, I did put it onto Facebook as well. The guys are aware of it on that side as well.
Thank you, Nico.
And that's 1200 Zulu, eh? Just remember that. It's like in 2 hours from now. And Chris, we're gonna do this on VATSIM, right?
You do it on VATSIM, SDKP, whatever the guys feel they're comfortable with.
Okay, cool. So in other words, it's not a requirement to just be on VATSIM. If you guys want to follow us offline and just fly with, then you are welcome.
really hope I have a good landing today. My last 2 landings were terrible.
Yeah, it's like a box of chocolates. You never know what you're gonna get, eh?
Yeah, it's it sounds about right.
Mm.
Traffic, Ryanair 557 established on the ILS and
Just for info, Nico, I'm on approach and I'm getting 049 at 9 knots.
Awesome. I'm getting 037 at 7 knots currently, but I'm not on approach yet. I'm still in the star. Good morning, Mr. Liao. How are you? Excellent. Marcos, no, we're talking about Facebook. If you look in the description below the video, you should see a link to the Zibo Pilots group, and you can join us there. That is the one group, and the other one is Discord. The Discord link is also there. So guys, you're welcome to join us on Discord. If you are shy, you don't have to speak to us, but you're welcome to come and sit and listen to us, and you're obviously welcome to talk in text with us as well. So you don't need a headset, even though we would really like to rather speak with you. So it's all there.
With regards to the pilots group, gents, if you're possibly going down that route and wish to join the pilots group, please answer the questions, else you won't get in.
Gear down and lock. To answer your question, I use X camera, and this is what I have in front of me. There is no offset and there is no special zoom, you know, that I'm using. This is all custom. So if you want to have something like me, it's in my private hangar OneDrive folder. The link is also here below the video. All my presets are there, so you can just pick up on that if you are using X camera. I'm not sure if X-Plane itself will actually show anything, or if this will have any bearing on what I actually use, but let's have a look at the setting here. 88.75. Whether that has any influence on my X camera, I have no idea, but that's my default setting. Well, 75.8 is almost, you know, as close as damn it is to a swear word, so very close. The other thing is, I have been using XP Realistic ever since it was released, for all the time now. The issue for me started like 3 days ago, and then I spoke to Andrew from Vertical Simulations, the scenery developer, and he said he's using Real View. So I did buy Real View, and I'm still busy testing it. The verdict is not out on that one yet, whether it's good, bad, or better. I'm not sure yet. So all the cockpit movements and stuff comes from a Real View, guys. Yeah, I took XP Realistic out because it's a Lua script, and I wanted to see the effect. And I tell you what, it's a huge effect. I got on average between, I would say, between 8 and 15 frames per second, just by dropping XP Realistic and going for a plugin instead of a script doing it. The only thing is, Real View has got issues, okay, which I don't like. which is very strange for me, but I'm busy working through them. So in a week or so's time, I'll have a better grasp on it and understanding of it, and then I can talk better about it. It works. I mean, you've seen the movements, and when I put out the speed brake there, you can see the shaking. So it's kind of like it's doing its job, but it's not like XP Realistic. XP Realistic is still much, in my mind currently, a much better product. The thing with XP Realistic is they are working on version 2, which will be a plugin as well. Sorry, Akan. So once it becomes a plugin, I'll probably go back to XP Realistic. But so far so good. This thing seems to work. The landing shake movement, whatever you want to call it, that you get with this one is terrible. It's not even close to reality. But at least it gives you some form of indication that you've actually got your gear down. So I would love to see whoever the developer is to just maybe enhance this, make it a little bit more realistic, and so on. But so far so good. It's okay. We've got lots of resources back, and I'm happy with that.
To Discord team, I'm on final.
Runway is vacated, Hakan.
Very good, sir. I'm coming to your next right now.
Get the copies in, Chris.
Thousand to go.
Hey, Captain Rick, sorry, my friend. I noticed you came in and then we were talking so much. I'm doing okay. How are you doing? Guys, I'm on the approach. Currently, I'm just waiting for the localizer and wings level. Seem to have the runway in sight as well.
Crosswind, Nico, crosswind. You need to be careful.
Thank you. Well, currently I've got it at 12 knots direct crosswind, yes.
Madrid traffic runway 32 vacated, Ryanair 982.
Madrid traffic, Ryanair 810 on the localizer. We are at 7 nautical mile final for runway 32 left.
Runway vacated.
Get on and lock. Yeah, thank you for that. Just noticed that as well. Right, so we have the lights, we have the ignition, we have the seatbelt signs. That one we don't need. Gear 3 greens, auto brake. What's our missed approach altitude? 5,000. Need to get that into place just in case. This was the very runway and the very airport where I did my first go around ever. It was fun. But we don't have to do it now unless we really have to. Captain Rick, I'm struggling too. I'm not even going to lie to you. The trick, we had pilot Sasso on here, Real World 73 pilot, who was giving us lots of tips. Let's see if I can get it right now and then I can share some of the tips. But you know, hearing it and then going and doing it is two different things. So it's going to take a bit of practice for all of us to just get the landing sorted properly again. But let's see what I can do right now.
Left.
400. 300. 200. 100. 50. 40. 30. 20. 10. 10.
That was hard. Ouch. That was hard. I'm not sure if I broke a wheel there, but something was hard. That was hard.
9.3.
Uncle John, that was like a 4.3
80 knots.
for me. And then this aircraft turns into the wind the moment you put it down. That's why it veers so sharply to the right there. Yeah, it's a very long displaced threshold, that's for sure. That's for sure. I don't know if I'm going to be able to log this for the VA. I think this was excessively hard. Yeah, and that's way over the limit there. It's 522 feet registered, so.
Ouch, that jarred my back.
Oh, it was terrible.
I'm up the hospital. I'm going for a ride out. Catch you later.
Okay, Mac. Kishore, yes, I'm using a yoke. Yeah, let's just quickly stop this flight right here and then do a hand flown circuit, then we'll try again. Fuel. Yeah, terrible 3313. Complete this flight. And just want to cancel this. Beg your pardon, Ryanair. Captain Rick, to make a statement with or like that is kind of very broad. It doesn't really help. There's not much wrong with it. I can tell you one thing. There are bugs because of the porting from XLUA to C++, but it's not something that's going to prevent you from enjoying the flight. You know, it's little small niggly little things that creates problems. So unless you're more specific, you know, it's just one of those things. Yeah, that was a crazy, silly landing. That's why I'm quickly going back. I want to just fly one circuit.
Caution on taxiway. On taxiway.
Just try it again.
On taxiway. On taxiway.
Yeah, what you need to do is, first of all, you need to understand this is a work in progress, okay? And as Zibo ports it from XLUA to C++, things can go wrong. I know of two things right here, right now, that is wrong with it, okay? So those are things that you have to turn a blind eye to and then continue. For the rest of it, a lot of things are still in development. A lot of things need to come to the party still. So if you are a real world pilot, and I mean we talk with real world guys every day now, we've got two or three or four of them now that comes to visit our Discord that does talk with us behind the scenes. And then obviously we've got the actual pilots from the Zibo team as well, the real world guys. You know, and the Rome wasn't built in a day. And while this is not a complete aircraft yet, you've got to take it as it comes. If you're a real world pilot, you're going to have to excuse a few things. If you're not a real world pilot, you're going to have to learn like crazy to actually learn this thing properly and use it properly. I mean, it's just not as any other model on the market. There's just nothing like this. This thing will bite you if you don't fly it correctly. So I have seen also in the last week how many guys have reported bugs, and it's just because they don't know any better. So for us on my side here, at least, it's difficult to just say yes, there's something wrong with it, but what's wrong with it, and why do you say that, and what's your background? Show me your license. I want to see that you're actually qualified to tell me there's a problem. And I'm not saying that a simmer can't tell me a problem, or he shouldn't tell me a problem, but you know, there are different levels of evaluation that the bug or so-called bug needs to go through to be validated as a real bug or a user bug, you know. So it's not easy. It's a big job, in other words, and I mean, Zibo does very well. I mean, I can just applaud him for everything he tries to do. This wind is crazy. Wow.
Agreed. I had a very nice landing now.
I'm gonna do my best to have a very good landing now. Give me a second, Hakan. I just need to see where on earth I am. Alright, okay, just in front of us.
Uncle John.
Yes, sir.
I didn't receive my point.
Can we not go there?
Didn't you watch?
Of course.
What do you think about my landing, sir?
I'd rather not discuss it.
Okay.
9.5, sir.
Approaching 3.
Hakan, can I challenge you?
Yes, yes.
I'll show my stream to Uncle John now.
Be
Yeah.
careful, Arkan.
On runway 32 left.
347 FPM I landed, sir.
Alright.
very lumpy approach.
V1.
Let me just. I just really want to close some toolkit here.
Nico, yesterday I landed very terribly because of fall.
Because of fall. Shame. What did the poor guy do now?
Because he was watching my streaming, I excited.
Oh, you were excited. Okay.
Harkin, you need to watch Timothy. This is a very up-and-coming pilot.
Okay, I see. I watch it.
Thousand to go.
Beautiful.
Good, sir. 9.6.
No. 9.5.
Mine is 9.5. He landed better than I, sir.
Yeah, but you've got handicaps.
No, not in the Zibo. It's only when he flies the bus.
Too early player. Too early player.
I was coming in a bit fast there. So I was trying to beat some airspeed. But it was a bit high, I agreed. I'm just trying to see. Okay, it was 220.
Ladies and gentlemen, thank you very much for watching us.
Yeah, thanks, Harker.
Difficult airport, sir. Difficult airport.
Yeah, the mixture between the altitude and the winds makes for a very interesting situation.
I did 2 flights for the VA last night, Hakan, and both of them were over high 500 feet per minute landings. So they were very hard.
It happens sometimes, sir. It happens. But if I fly with the Airbus, my frame rate is getting better.
Good.
Hope you guys enjoyed the stream. It's slowly coming to an end. If you feel inclined, please consider giving Nico a donation. Appreciate it. Thank you.
The landing rate
Thank
in
you,
the...
Krister.
Sorry, Hakan.
Tack så mycket, Krister. I said to Krister, he's writing on YouTube.
Okay.
Nico, I believe you have order for XP for Madrid.
Yes, Hakan. What gave it away?
Because it seems fantastic, sir. Really, if I come to South Africa one day, I'm going to steal your computer, and I will not touch anything else.
Okay.
I'll chop your arms off if you do.
Dream Virtual Flight, this scenery is homemade for the orthos, and then the Madrid is the latest free one from the org. I did not buy it, it's a free copy from the org.
Krister, for what, sir? For what? A small step for Hakan, but a giant step for mankind.
Mankind. I don't know. You said
Well,
something important. You must have said something important.
I don't know. We need to ask him
When he
why
comes
he
back.
is from. Yeah, okay. But he must bring some coffee us.
Okay, well, he's gone already, so I doubt whether he's going to go back a second time. Dream virtual flight, there's no HD mesh. What happens is when I create the authors, I pull the mesh from viewfinder panorama at the same time. So it creates the mesh specifically for the authors.
Ladies and gentlemen, I am complaining. Uncle John smokes cigarettes a lot.
Says the guy with a cigarette in his hand.
You are
Exactly.
30. You are 35%. You need to write something for Uncle John. He smokes a lot. Always rolling cigarettes. Always rolling cigarettes. Nothing to do.
Dashford, yes, I know that. I know that. What happened was when I came in, I waited a little bit too late for that flare. It was I pulled back on the power a little bit too late and flared too late. That's the big story there. Because I was concentrating on the flight director way too much. I should have just taken my eyes off a little bit sooner. I'm gonna just give it another try, see if I can redeem myself a little bit. Yeah, we'll see. I have fortunately got a lot of videos with a lot of good landings, so people know I know how to do it. It's just every now and then you get a terrible one, you know, and then you go, damn it. But again, that's how you learn, you know, learn from your mistakes.
Practice, practice, practice.
Total points 155 from Ryanair Virtual, sir.
Awesome. I was fast asleep. I'm gonna overshoot that localizer a little bit. Fortunately, we're not scared. We can handle this. That's for, you know what? Yeah, on this channel I like to keep it real, my friend. Just I'm not here to pretend, and I'm not here to put up a show, really. I'm just here to have fun and to keep it real. So you know, what happens happens.
Nico, Mr. Zambu, subscribe to you, sir.
Thank you very much, Mr. Zambu. Welcome to the family. I hope you enjoy it here. Like I just said, we'd like to keep it real here. If things go wrong, they go wrong. We all learn from it and we help each other where we can, and all these kinds of lovely things. So.
Thank you, Mr. Zambo. Appreciate it.
Mr. Zambo, welcome. Welcome, Krister. Have you prepared some coffee for us? What's your call sign, Nico?
I'm not on the network anymore, but it was Ryanair 810.
Ryanair 810, the wind is calm, clear to land for runway 32, left.
Thank you, clear to land 32 left, Ryanair 810.
Please immediately report the runway vacated because we are going to close the runway for the other
traffic.
flight.
Okay, alright. Why are you so nasty, Hakan?
Do you have Canal Bulle with your coffee, sir? I am talking with the Krister Auckland. Canal Bulle, sir. All the traffics in Madrid, runway is closed. You need to do something else. You need to fly somewhere else.
1,000 feet, stabilize, Mr. Birch altitude.
Please don't land here.
Krister, Hakan was making a joke. He was asking if you made coffee for everybody. Wow, now this wind is turned a little bit more towards coming from the tail there. It's slightly from behind now.
$400, $300.
If you get available on runway, sir, be careful.
200. $100. $50. $40. $30. $20. $10.
Good, 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 very good.
You see now with this new plugin, I'm not sure whether that's a bounce or whether that's actually a good landing, because that's not how it looks or feels when you land. You understand what I'm saying? It's confusing me because I don't know.
Yeah, I also wasn't very sure on my landing because the one gave me like a butter and the other one said it's acceptable.
Yeah, well, this is one of the reasons why I hate these landing rate monitors, because they each give you a different reading. There isn't a standard. They don't all decide, listen, it's at actual touchdown or just a millisecond after touchdown. They each read from a different place. The one reads it directly from the aircraft, the one reads it from XPUIPC, and
Ladies and gentlemen, don't listen Nico. When he landed badly, always blames the monitor of landing rates. So
yes, Hakan.
Don't take it serious, because when he landed beautifully, monitor works fine.
Good one, Hakan. Good one. Excellent, my friend.
Yeah.
Yeah, you see, it was a bit of a bounce there. Ever so slightly.
Sir, it was difficult today. Why don't you accept this? It was difficult. The weather was difficult. The airport is difficult.
I'll accept that,
Threshold,
Hakan.
yeah, threshold is so long. So at the end, we are not a real pilot. We are better than real pilots.
I'll accept that, Hakan.
Yeah, of
I'll
course.
rest with that. I'll rest with that. I just wish there was a way to make this landing look and feel more real. I mean, yeah, this is heartbreaking. It really sucks.
Another thing, passenger Escobar was on board your aircraft. Am I right?
No, he wasn't. He actually didn't fly with.
But you said at the beginning he was with you.
No, I said he might be, and then you said, "Can I confirm?" And I said, "No, I can't confirm."
We transferred him to the FedEx flight. He's in the cargo box somewhere.
If check your airplane after landing, sir, after parking, whether Escobar there or not. If he is available, he brought you a really bad luck for your landing.
Probably, yeah. I'll go find him. Give him a hiding if I have to.
Everyone can blame the passenger Escobar, sir.
Okay, no, that's perfect. That's really perfect.
Just grabbing a coffee, guys.
On runway 32 left. On runway 32 left.
Our another group flight will start in 90 minutes in UK. For
Excellent.
your information.
Excellent.
You are all invited to our group flights.
Short runway.
We're gonna
Short
make
runway.
fun each other.
Yeah.
2,000 feet remaining.
80 knots.
1,000 remaining. 500 remaining. Caution on taxiway. On taxiway. Caution. Short runway. Short runway. Caution. Short runway. Short
Uncle
runway.
John, you
Caution.
look like so
Short
fit
runway.
today,
Short
sir.
runway. Caution.
Have you
Short runway. Short
have you
runway.
done some sport yesterday or this morning? You
400.
see, there is no tummy. It's fit. It's British style.
Hakan, my ground crew is requesting that you must come unload a box here. It's speaking to us.
It's a ghost. Cowboy turns. Well, let's go see if we can make it look better.
He has some energy, so because of that reason he's making cowboy turns. So he likes action. Isn't that, sir?
Yeah.
1,000.
This time I'm flying it all by hand. I'm not even gonna try and use any automation.
That was a good flight, thank you, Nico. It was a bit of a challenge at the end.
Yeah. Oh, you're welcome.
Nico, what I learned from YouTube, if you like a video, it goes to many people attention.
Yes.
In this case, we need to like your video to show this beautiful flight to anyone else.
Thank you, Hakan. Press that button here. Do it. Do it.
Yeah, I press.
Thank you.
We spent hours here. So we need to improve our friendship with the world. Uncle John is so serious, I started afraid of him.
Uh,
Don't sink. Don't sink.
Talking to my lady.
I see, sir. Okay, something secret, so
Don't
we
sink.
need to keep calm.
Don't sink. Don't sink. Don't sink. Don't sink. Don't sink.
1,000 feet, stabilized, Mr. Perch, altitude set.
Ooh, am I going to the wrong runway now?
It doesn't matter if there is a runway, you need to land, sir.
I have to have my own runway. Looks like I'm going to the wrong airport.
No problem, sir. If there is runway, you need to land.
Oh,
Don't
that's silly.
worry.
You need to go to the right airport, man.
No problem. We can take you.
You come fetch me with a
Bank
bus.
angle. Bank angle.
Yes. No worry. Don't spend your energy because you are going to fly another group flight with us. Okay, sir? Just land.
Yeah, I'm getting there. That's for we're going from Gatwick to Edinburgh. I think that's almost more appropriate. I don't know. Well, let's take this runway. You can fetch the bus. That's not the right airport, man.
No problem, sir.
Oh, it's a
Bank
problem.
angle.
Big
Bank
problem.
angle.
Big problem
It's not,
I mean, little China. Come.
it's not a problem.
It's a terrible problem. Look.
Bank
There's the
angle.
runway.
Bank angle.
Yay.
Sink rate. Sink rate. Pull up. Pull up.
Oh, sorry, Anthony.
Pull up. Pull up.
Thank goodness for this displaced
400.
threshold. Wow.
Pull up.
300.
Pull up. Pull
This is
up.
exactly
Taxi
cruising,
to
sir.
caution, taxiway.
Pull up.
And a little bit from behind, so
100.
Sink rate. Sink rate.
50. 40. 30. 20. 10.
and I'm countering for that wind. I think that was a better landing.
Recovery, Nico.
Very good. Each landing, the frame is, touchdown rate decreasing.
Yeah, this was 162. This is absolutely a keeper.
Yeah, monitor started working properly.
Yeah, yes. How can I had to fine tune it? You know, I mean, it's just one of those things.
let me let me make some coffee for you, sir.
All right, guys. When this replay's over, I'm gonna go and rest for 90 minutes, and then we take the next flight. Everybody is welcome. Come join us at Gatwick on Watson, and let's fly. Krister, thank you very much for that. It's a redeeming thought. Timothy, excellent. I'm obviously a bush pilot for sure. Living in Africa has got its perks. We learn to fly differently. One of the guys I used to fly with in the real world, when we did silly things like this, he always used to tell me, "We're not scared, eh?" And then I know after he said that, there's shit coming, eh? And he was throwing that aircraft, and then I had to throw it. And, it was fun. It was fun.
That was an excellent recovery, Nico.
Yeah. Well, this was for the Schematics A show this morning in Madrid. Yeah, only one set of buffs. Glad you liked it, Kristen. There you go. A little bit better. Okay, guys. That's it. We'll see you guys in about 90 minutes, odd plus minus. It will be 1200 Zulu. Cheerio. Bye bye.